Happy times, everybody! Welcome back to ZSR, and we got some more Majora's Mask Randomizer action for you. So lose it back around 3 between Aceslayer and KTbean. I got the captain, I got the whammy, they're going to talk. I'm going to go track with Night Owl City. And yeah, I'm going to hand it off to them. Still waiting for one run to go live. Once they go live, I'll switch over to the other two players. So I'll let them know for talking.
All right, yes, good. Time-appropriate greetings, folks. Thank you for bearing with us as we do sort of an emergency launch here. We just managed to get this up on time for you folks, and we're glad to be here. It's always a good day for MMR. Fifth Whammy, how you doing today?
Doing well, Captain. Nice to be here. The last minute is as good as any other.
Indeed. So, yes, we have KTbean and Aceslayer, two veterans on their side of both their respective sides of the field for MMR, both on the lower brackets, though. So this is, both runners are fighting for their tournament lives.
Indeed. The winner's bracket is settled. Great race recently. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runners still alive in loser's brackets. So with every race now, one runner leaves the tournament. We are in the closing stretch. And these are the best of the best. Everybody left is seeded 11 or higher. So we're going to get some great racing to close out Season 6.
Absolutely. We've had some really close races, a couple of upsets, a couple of upsetting missed checks. So yeah, plenty of roller coaster rides, if you will. Now, we got launched up so quickly here that I don't think we've had a chance to see the clock tower, so we don't know what our starting equipment is. But apparently wait, you guys can't see that yet. Sorry, but Aceslayer's named his two files a 1 in 120.
The odds of a perfect bomber code, I believe.
Yes, I believe that was brought up a couple of weeks ago, and I think I recall Acelayer tried that, and it almost worked, but not quite. Anyways, yeah, so we, I guess we're swapping a little early here, but, to show you that. But yeah, we are waiting on KTbean to go live, so we're a little late getting off the ground here. We do apologize for that, but we'll catch up in just a minute. I see a wish for a required Andrew in Cafe. I still haven't seen it yet. Gotta be honest with you.
I actually raced one. My race against Boo had required A and K. And I was able to suspect it as soon as all the A and K items showed up very early in my seed.
Oh my.
I don't think we've had another. I think we're still at 1.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my beaver race. I mean, granted, it's probably happened. I just haven't been around for it.
I've seen beavers myself.
Yeah, it's really...
Yeah, Iconic Great Fairy happened in Challenge Cup. I don't think we've seen Ocean Great Fairy, though.
We did see Ocean Great Fairy... Was it Ocean? No, it was Snowhead and Woodfall Fairy in a qualifier, I want to say. That all being said, I'm surprised Beavers isn't required more often, because it's not asking for much. Given our starting equipment, it just needs Zora Mask and Hookshot.
I'm surprised it shows up as rarely as it does in races, truth be told. And it's always kind of been that way throughout my MMR experience, not just in Season 6, and I'm not quite sure how to explain that.
Yeah, well, a few years ago, I ran Metroid Prime 2 Rando. I still play it, just not to the competitive nature that I once did. But we had a tournament in the early 2020s, and because of some weird energy requirements, one of the bosses was literally like never required. And so there was a weird bug in the logic, so we needed to iron that out. Hopefully that's not the case with Beavers, and we've just been getting the lousiest RNG ever. But we'll see.
Maybe I ought to take a look at that spreadsheet that came out on Season 6 seeds. I think somebody rolled somebody put it together, a spreadsheet with 1,000 Season 6 seeds and their results. So I wonder what that would have to say about Beavers. Not sure I can dig through my tabs to find it right now, but
You got
curious,
time.
though.
You got time.
True. That's true. Maybe my history will work for me here.
While we're waiting, let's talk about the brackets a little bit. Let me actually get challenge loaded up here. So it was mentioned earlier, the winner's bracket's already been decided. So that is going to be Boo versus whoever makes it through loser's bracket. All right, lower brackets. I prefer to call it lower brackets personally.
It's a nice name. Nobody here is really a loser. MMR is tough.
That was the other thing I was going to say. It's like with MMR, like competing makes you a winner by default. Because certainly with the amount of complexity that goes into Majora's Mask with time of day and how, with the updated hints being a little more of a brain teaser, certainly quite the exercise. All right, so I think we have both runners up. I have no idea what that is on the clock tower. It was too well camouflaged. Looks like everybody's got the same seed. KTbean's got some nice custom music to play with. But yeah, so we're waiting on. So yeah, we're actually kind of catching up on lower brackets round 3. Actually, this is the last match for lower brackets round 3. So the next match after this, whoever wins this is going to face the Real Reliable. The deadline for that is coming up. I guess this match had to be delayed due to extenuating circumstances, but that happens.
Indeed. And our runners are doing a good job catching up. And we should probably be pretty close to schedule by the end of lower, I would suspect.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too long. Boo is going to be chilling in upper brackets for a few weeks, though, until we get through lower brackets. That being said, we are off, folks. Let the race begin.
Ace headed right for the owl. So KTbean wants a bow.
Yeah, I would definitely want a bow as my first major item. Early projectiles, early tingle logic, and no money. Ace is not going straight for that, interestingly. Except I think he just realized it was a bow and decided, wait a minute, mistakes were made.
Might have been an accidental trigger in a loading zone there.
Looks like it was 2 separate rupees on Cafe, purple and a red.
It's quiet on the ladder today unless A&K shows up.
That is a gilded chest on Stumpy. You love to see that. Ace immediately going for the 1 in 120.
Oh, 1 in 60 now, made 2 tries at it. That's an All Knight's Mask and Tournament Field Grass Brother for KTbean, who went with the South Opener.
That is actually really great to get Cycle 1, because you can work around that. Try to get both checks in early. That does not appear to be a gilded chest in the hideout.
Yes, this is in logic for Ace, thanks to that bow.
Very true. Moo!
Wow. 2 side quest masks in Southeast Termina Field. Kick off the seat for Bean.
That's a pretty early Romani's mask. Early stuff always makes me sus.
RTI 1.
Okay, so there's
Hero, there's Punch Rock, there's the Pillar.
Yeah, and it's a guaranteed 2-star whatever it is. Alright, our quad hints. This is where the real meat and potatoes kicks in. Ocean Spider House Day 1 is dead. Twin Islands has a foolish song. Swamp Spider House is dead. Interesting. So Elder is a foolish song. And Twin Islands has a foolish song.
Yep. RTI was Importance Count 1. And
Butler is dead.
Ace finds a dead Butler hint. Yeah, the Twin Islands checks are foolish, though Elder Goron could have something useful. The song is safe, everything else off the table.
So I think by extension that means Mountain Village. Well, Mountain Village could also technically be foolish except for the song.
And that's true. And our runners would be
Um,
pretty happy to see that hit usually.
yeah, because Mountain Village is a little all over the place. Was that a vanilla bomb bag?
It might have been. I didn't get a great look at it. Aceslayer went right out the door. Didn't have the 50 rupees to buy it.
Alright, so yeah, both spider houses are dead. I'm definitely missing, I think I'm missing a hint. I have Ocean Spider House, Butler, Swamp Spider House, and then I think I'm missing a priority hint somewhere.
Road to Icona, I see one, and then Twin Islands Foolish a separate song. Then, Bean just gives us Snowhead Temple, Foolish a separate song.
Ooh, Sphere 1 Camaro Mask from Milk Road Tingle, perfectly in play.
3 side quest masks before the 4-minute mark for KTbean. Had the 20 rupees to buy it. Can't do horse race if she wished to, though. Had to spend the money for that.
Yeah, definitely don't want to sit on that. We've had runners tournaments end in disaster because of a missed horse race. Although it looks like Aceslayer found a silver rupee in a grotto somewhere.
Yeah, Great Bay Coast Grotto. Ace went for a west play.
Ooh, yeah, that's been a play I've seen a couple of runners do. It's only one, well, it's 2 checks, 3 because of Tingle, but I did not see what was on the postman's head, unfortunately.
Should come back around to North Clocktown. This Bean takes care of Lens on the tree and then Tingle here. Bow on the ledge, Revan. So, a lot of checks open right off the bat.
Ooh, good stonks, but we're broke.
Aceslayer, though, the opposite of broke, picked up a silver in that Great Bay Coast Grotto, which will serve him well for Tingle here. And for that possible bomb back in the farm shop. Well, well. Pictograph box on the Stone Tower map slot for Tingle.
Okay.
KTbean happy to farm up 5 rupees to claim that silver too. That's true, chat. Ace did not opt for the North Clocktown trip. Still not opting for it. This has got a piece of heart.
Ooh, all right. Madame Aroma has a bottle. Wow, this seat is screaming South opener for sure. Early bow, early bottle. Now, Snowhead Temple. Oh, and the lens is already in play too. We could have. Oh, that Icona IC could just be pointing to a really early Shiro.
Yeah, all we would need is magic.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's all we need. And that is not there because that's a small gilded.
Chateau Romani, though.
Unfortunately, we just spilt that all over the ground because we had regular milk. But that's a really great spot for it for next cycle.
Yeah, you could re-grab it for the infinite magic or even the 200 rupees.
Yeah, nothing like day one mini games courtesy of a literally Sphere 0 bow.
Let's see, A&M and Romani were in Southeast Termina Field. And then Bo was on the South Clocktown Clock Tower ledge. So right in the beginning.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like a south first cycle. We'll see like all Night's Mass turn-ins as well, probably over the course of the next couple days.
Aceslayer still the Chateau too. Understandable. It's tough to be expecting the Chateau to be immediately around the corner from the milk bottle. First paper on Town Archery, the Swamp Title Dude.
All right, perfectly in logic paper. Now, Toilet Hand will be in play on night 3.
We have no... Well, we could access it night 1 with creative use of the Bomber's Kuko. I don't know if you rush to commit that Swamp Title Dude, though. It's a bit of an expensive regrab.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I think you keep an eye on it. I mean, we already almost have north access. We just need bombs or Goron Mask, and even then, Deku after that to turn it in.
Huh. A bean for KTbean on Short Story.
Okay. Bean with a bottle in tow. That is definitely sus. Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on that.
Stumpy on the table. Stumpy is grabbable.
Yes.
Just in case we need any more reasons to go south this seed.
Yeah, by the way, is this even randomized?
Bomb Shop not wanting to let go of their stock this seed.
Oh yeah, by the way, we have north access. So yeah, we actually have quite a lot available to us early here. You know, the bottle, you know, with some out of logic shenanigans later, that could give us hot spring water, you know. Still a little early to think about that, but even still.
Yeah. Aceslayer does have that Picto early too, which could be very helpful to have in a seed that's pushing you south early like this.
All right, we're going to see KTbean's going to convert that Chimera Mask nice and early, no doubt.
A very smooth route for our KTbean. Very common to visit West Clocktown on night 1 anyway.
So yeah, she's going to get bombs now, and we'll see where this goes from here.
One of the big advantages of having a nice full wallet on your first visit to West Clocktown is being able to take advantage of the shops if they offer anything.
Yeah, and in KTbean's case, that was courtesy of North Clocktown Tingle. Alright, now, Sword School was just a hard piece. Did Ace waltz right by Postman? No, Ace got Postman first try.
Yep. South Clocktown, 2 important items.
2 items? Okay, and it's not, the bow is obviously one of them. Oh, that could be Moon's Tier turn, that could be Clocktown Central Pillar, which is not open to us yet.
Yeah, I think we'll
need to...
for that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. I mean, one of those ICs has got to be the bow.
Yeah. Interesting opportunity for our runners here. They could have visited the Western Gossip Grotto, which has scoopable water. You know, take that along with your bean from Res Mix Up, and you've got the Stumpy chest right there. Unfortunately, I don't believe Aceslayer did Res Mix Up. Or did he?
I'm not sure. Alright, no Dampe. There's the Ocean Hint again.
I believe your hints are accurate so far, Tumble Talk. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Grandma Short Story had the bean, not Res Mix Up.
Yeah, the Res Mix Up only had rupees, I think.
Ace should have enough time to visit Southeast Terminal Field before needing the sword back for Old Lady.
Alright, so yeah, Acelayer's gonna get the quad hints now.
KTbean making a secondary deposit at the bank there. Getting up to 89 in the account.
Yeah, not quite enough to strike at Bank 1 yet, but should get plenty of rupees over the course of this route, especially if you go to Coast and get the rupees there. Alright, we get a quick look at Larry, and it's just a piece of heart.
Quiet an observatory this seed.
Yeah, not often we see that. Usually there's something good in this cycle, in this area, but not the case.
Both our runners have the option of visiting the Malt Bar starting at 10 p.m. Its beverage sales are shuffled in Season 6, and runners could potentially pick up something for 20 rupees there.
Yeah, again, the early Romani mask is pretty sus. Like, anytime I see something Sphere 0, I'm very inclined to check it immediately. Especially if it routes cleaner, which should be right after Grandma. Not really looking great on our Way of the Heroes. We just have Road to Icona so far, and that's it. Although we do have great intel from the Twin Islands and Snow-Eyed Temple Foolish, except for the song. Now, Snow-Eyed Temple Foolish, except for the song, is also very interesting. Because that tells us that...
Yeah, could it mean a late lullaby, perhaps?
Yeah, like a late lullaby. Like, Elder could still be lullaby. Well, no. Yes, Elder could be lullaby, and then there's, like, another dungeon on boss, song on Boss Blue Warp, for example. Because, yeah, Foolish Accept song also suggests that that dungeon could be completed first. Theoretically. Like, there's a world. It may not be an obvious one, but it could happen.
Indeed, so we can be pretty certain that Boss Blue Warp is not lullaby. That much we know.
And yes, I had forgotten about the South Clocktown 2 IC. So yeah, we have 2 ICs, although that's only 2 ICs, so that's still not a whole lot to go on.
Yeah, one of them is the bow, and then one of them is behind Hookshot on day 3 or a Moon's Tear. Neither of which have turned up yet.
Yeah, if it's the post box could also have a 1-star item potentially. Like a bottle, for example.
That's true. Postbox is in Clocktown.
Alright, welcome to the Piece of Heart Milk Bar.
That's 2 of the possibilities for Romani's mask gone. Sound check, we're gonna have to wait for all 3 transformation masks for that.
Yeah,
Old
but
Lady had
Bomb
fire arrows, by the way.
Yes, she did. Now, we should clarify that South Clocktown does not contain a song check. The clock tower roof is its own specific area for the Skull Kid check.
Very occasionally, that does get hinted, but not here today.
Yeah, it'll only get hinted IC, I think. Yeah, it'll only get hinted IC. Oh wait, was this chest small gilded? I thought it wasn't.
It very well might have been. I didn't get a great look at it when Ace stopped by, but KTbean wants it. Dials up an invert, spinning a bomb.
Oh, it's a big... Wow.
Oh,
I'm supposed to have good eyes. What the heck?
hopefully Ace remembers that.
Yeah? Okay, so we already have fire, ice, and bow. Ah, that's making GBT early pretty sus. So maybe Elder gives, like, New Wave, for example. Okay.
Now, Ace doesn't have to make a decision about the swamp title deed. He didn't do town archery yet.
Right. Yeah, KTbean would probably do minigames day 3 if I had to. Oh, I actually could do a day 2 to do Bombsketball for Honey and Darling. That actually would be fairly efficient. So I imagine we actually do see her do that. Because you definitely don't want to neglect your minigames with the equipment you have already. You mean early bow and bombs, you definitely don't take that sitting down.
Right, and you want to make sure you do your bombers too, because they've got a mirror shield for Ace here.
Yeah, there was no chance of a 1 in 120 that time. Look, that combo is lousy.
0 digits correct, kids. Go back to school. And we are going to get a visit to the inn.
Okay.
Ah, this is setting up A&M. Yeah, this way Ace can get in right at 6 a.m. instead of having to wait until 8 a.m. for the regular front door for regular people who don't use bombs to launch themselves across the rooftops.
Or have Zormass to do gainers.
This does mean that Ace is passing up day 2 Mystery Woods Grotto.
Yeah. Maybe may just do short stories, sweep through day 2, and then come back later? No, it's just sweeping through day 2 now. Okay.
In this case, I'm not sure how long Ace is going to linger on Cycle 1 then.
Yeah, that's definitely not, I wouldn't say it's a bizarre play. It's certainly not a common one. You know, you could just wrap the cycle up fast and then reset anyway. But, it seems that Ace is going to probably just save all that stuff for next cycle. But yeah, fire and ice already. I mean, that opens up a lot in the way of dungeons especially. Because that's what's really gates your dungeons.
Take a look at the big gilded on the Sockflockton pillar.
Uh-oh.
Maybe that's the second IC.
If that's another bow and Moon's Tear is just chilling in day 2 Woods Grotto. Actually, not Moon's Tear, Hookshot. I'm gonna laugh anyway.
Yeah, Bombers had Mirror. KTbean interested in picking up Bombers as well.
Yeah, I would pick this up, even though we know where 2 required songs are. We got no intel on eggs. We've got nothing on everything else. We haven't done the clock tower yet.
Yeah. On the left side, Ace is following the traditional observatory opener line of picking up P-hats on day, well, 3 in this case, but the morning after night 1, you tend to visit P-hat and then hit the owl at the Milk Road. We'll see if Ace carries that through into Ranch.
I think you do check Ranch hints. We're missing way too many hints. We're missing 4 priorities and 1 each of a Foolish and Wath. Or IC. I mean, Wath, IC. I mean, for the most part, same kind of same thing.
IC hints are something I appreciate having early. If only because I don't have to remember all the items that I found in each region, just in case the IC shows up later.
Yeah, and the other thing is, with an IC missing and the other 2 ICs not really telling you a whole lot, because we need still a lot of stuff, and we've only got 2 potentially items unknown, with the one last IC in South Clocktown and the Icona one, so...
Yeah, we don't have any items that would help us push our remaining ICs yet.
No, we need magic for Shiro. Then we could check it.
Indeed, we just need magic or Goron Mask or a Hookshot. One of those would help us in the Icona. Preferably more of those. Sometimes the sea doesn't give us what we prefer.
Alright, so KTbean's going to use the milk to get the last 20 rupees here to strike at Bank 1. Which, yeah, it's a Sphere 0 check, and we've said this time and time again, do not neglect your Sphere 0 banks.
Good money managed from KTbean. Just a piece of heart. Doesn't withdraw immediately to pick up a potion, which was an option on the table.
All right, Aceslayer getting a nice 47 there on Gorman Race.
One digit right for the kids, and Bean's got her mirror.
All right, Aceslayer is going to get... there was something good here on Milk Road Tingle, if memory serves.
Camaro's Mask, which
Yes.
isn't doable this cycle and doesn't net anything.
Fair enough.
Useful check if you want a brief biobank, though.
And we are going to see the ranch hints from Aceslayer.
Gossip Stone's dead. Doggy Racetrack Roof Chest is in logic thanks to the bean in the bottle. So there is one logical check here as well.
Yes, indeed. We may have a Bean of the Hero. Who knows?
Alright, day 2 for KTbean, and there's her red potion. She's got Swamp on her mind.
Oh yeah, Stumpy's in play too.
It's a bit of an awkward position for runners because you can't carry the water and the red potion at the same time. The water is available from that West Gossip Grotto, but you would have to double back to get your red potion if you plan on continuing the swamp.
On that note, I think both runners are going to get that last IC simultaneously here because Ace just discovered it. There is one IC en route to Swamp.
Yes, and on the right side, KTbean is going to experience that for herself. Every check here is obtainable.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so that's not a whole lot of ICs hinted. So that's really not a whole lot to go on. Watch it be light arrows. Light arrows would be funny. Magic would be more sensible.
Ace participating in Doggy Gamba. 50 rupees on the line. But the Master Troop, this isn't guaranteed.
Although without magic, that is it. Or if it is magic in Road to Swamp, that's a guaranteed 2-star magic. So that's the other one's magic locked. So that means no bailout.
I'm not sure Ace's bet pays out. 6th place, I don't believe rewards anything.
Nope. Needs to be 5th or better to at least break even. Yeah, so the Tingle picture is not Road to Swamp, that's Southern Swamp. But even then, we could still get the 2 checks on Tingle. We can get the Grotto, we can get the tree, we can get Swamp Archery. So all 5 are in play.
Yes, on to night 3 for Aceslayer. Honey and Darling is closed for the cycle. Ocean Great Fairy also closed for the seed.
Bummer. Alright, the 2-star is not Swamp Archery.
I didn't get a clear look at what was on the tree. That's that I'm surprised Swamp Archery was visited first.
Yeah, it gives you an excuse to grab more rupees for Tingle, because KTbean did have an empty wallet. So now
That's
having
true.
60 just means you can double check both items.
Sometimes Swamp Archery is worth a visit just for that. Those rupees there.
Whoop!
Pretty decent value,
Rejected. It must be the tree item because she's pushing for it.
She also doesn't have to hint.
Oh. That's going to be an awkward 2-star if that's what it is.
That's going to lead to either Midnight Meeting or Madame Roma and Bar.
It's looking pretty good for... Well, we got... Well, no, Romani's Mask wouldn't help with that. Well, now. Oh, yep, Tingle Piece of Heart Emporium, so... Yeah, Cafe Mask is, in fact, the 2-star.
Yeah, there's a very small chance it's Sand Dune Cafe.
Yeah, the question becomes now, what for?
Ace, opting to do Swamp Archery, maybe not ready to commit to the idea of 2-star Cafe's Mask.
That's fair. If it's an ambiguous check like that, you don't necessarily want to rule the whole place out, especially since you cannot check that in a timely manner.
Yeah. Ace has the burn time for Clock Tower anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be tough to find a better opportunity than now to do Swamp Archery.
Yeah. So yeah, as far as missing hints, I think we're actually down to only 2 always hints missing, because we got Ocean Grade Fairy and Gossips recently, so that's 5 and 6. We've got all of our ICs. That's not a new hint. That other Swamp IC wouldn't go amiss for KTbean, just to get that off her mind.
Nothing in Day 2 Mystery Woods.
Bummer.
Decent money at Swamp Archery will help Ace's progress toward Bank 1.
That's true, he doesn't have it yet.
Ace now committing to that cafe. This tree is somewhat awkward. You've got to take out potentially 4 bats before making the climb. Oh, it's a frog. A frog in the swamp.
That checks.
I'm not sure that's how that's supposed to help woman, but it's not a bad place for a frog to live.
Watch Kome also have a frog. Headshot? Not intentional, I'm sure, but either way, funny nonetheless.
Ace is able to get the picture of Tingle done. Made that early west play to grab the Picto off of the Stone Tower map slot from Tingle.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on if that Picto provides any other goodies later. What was that on the clock on the roof there? I didn't see that. Was that the other bean? It was the other bean. Interesting.
Grabbable via Goron. Simultaneous Tour Center checks, both of them pieces of heart.
The sink. Yeah, I mean, heart pieces won't go amiss this early. So we had Tingle's Heart Container Emporium, the Bar of Love. That's a... Oh, all right.
Everybody's
Aces.
in the love business today.
All right, so Ace is also getting water here.
Yeah, both runners have a bean in their possession. Both of them did short story.
Now we're going to see Kate.
Yeah, could add quick doubles at the swamp, opting for Honey and Darling instead.
And yeah, as predicted, KTbean's just going to do the quicker bomb skip ball for Honey and Darling 2. Probably cue that in with... Well, actually, did she also do Swamp Archer already? Yes, she did Swamp... not Swamp, Town Archery already.
You did. It had a swamp title deed. We're gonna see Stumpy here. Aceslayer versus Stumpy. Wow.
Dig. Oh, that's big. That's potentially really big.
Good minigame pickup for KTbean, and it's right there next to the swamp title deed. Next door. That bean can now turn into cycle.
Okay. So Stumpy is... Are we ahead? We might be a little ahead. I'll wait 3 seconds. But yeah, Stumpy is Bunny Hood.
I think I saw it at the same time as you, Captain. It'll give Ace some extra speed, but we already know Postman's game didn't have any of that.
Okay. Bunny Hood is still nice, because right now that's our only movement.
Yeah, Ace in final hours still has some cleanup to do around Stockpine Inn and West Clocktown.
Yeah, KTbean, hopefully she does set up Midnight Meeting next cycle anyway.
Now, that doesn't have anything.
Alright, so KTbean's also going to get Bunny Hood here. And again, it's good speed, but that's about all it gets you right now. And I mean, it's your only speed, so...
Better than a Bomber's Notebook.
Yeah. Alright, Ace is going to return for his Ice Arrows. Oh, did I... Ooh, I might have jerked off pronouns. My bad.
KTbean does have Deku in hand, unlike Ace. See how that influences her routing, but she's gonna pick up Horse Race first. Wasn't able to do this, had to spend the rupees for Camaro's Mask.
Oh, right, because KTbean has Deku. Deku's not that much faster.
Deku was on Honey and Darling.
Yeah, and Ace can't get that. Despite that being virtually in logic right out the gate.
That is going to be Cycle 1 for Ace. Pretty good Cycle 1, just has to remember to pick up that Deku.
Alright, and the Skull Kid will give us Elegy. Alright, so we need it. Maybe we'll be able to get away without eggs this cycle.
Now, still no hooks, still no Icon Access Mask, so still no magic either.
And KTbean gets also gets a 47. Very good opponent races from both runners. Yeah, Elegy makes sense because, again, Foolish Accept Song, meaning it only means that Snowhead Temple could be the first possible dungeon, but it also means Stone Tower Temple could be first. Alongside Snowhead Temple, so...
That's true. We even lack a transformation mask that can weigh down the switches in Stone Tower. So we're that much farther from properly leveraging that elegy.
All right, and 38 minutes in, Aceslayer is our first to cycle. KTbean is going to get the knowledge about Cafe's mask here, but that should hopefully let her know to. That should let her know to set up Midnight Meeting immediately at the start of the next cycle.
She might hurry the cycle along once she sees that hint. The truth be told, in this position, I would hurry the cycle along anyway. We don't have a huge number of checks open for us from the restream perspective. Ace is setting up Midnight Meeting.
So
Did pass up Honey and Darling, did pass up Swamp.
So we have, let's see what we do have. We have Lens Cave. We've got Labfish. We have Clifford's not in play until we get a hook shot. I don't think. Let's see. We have Deku Palace and Woodfall. Neither of those two areas.
Title deed and can turn it in.
Very true. And I would even do that before the cycle is out. Does she still have it?
She should still have it. It has not visited Tilted Hand yet. I mean,
yeah, I would almost turn that in on the scrub.
Yeah, KTbean also has the option of Deku Palace. It's a song, it's progression. Maybe that'll be her first visit on cycle 2. Or a way to spend night 3.
Alright. She is also going to YOLO Dog Race here. And it's not looking good for Gold Dog to start here.
Still plenty of time as the dogs round the backstretch.
Yeah, this is not looking good.
Not a good roll for the Gold Dog today. Not that much better than Blue. Gold Dog's trainer has a lot to answer for.
Indeed. We are going to see Cape Grotto from Aceslayer, it looks like.
Did Ace drop the fish in? I don't think Ace dropped the fish.
I don't think so. Probably is going to get it here. Oh, this is something interesting. Oh, it's useful.
Double damage. First combat upgrade of the seed. Before any real combat is necessary. That's when you like to see him.
Yeah, actually, that is quite noticeable. We're still kind of wrapping up our opener here, and we were able to get north and south. You know, there's plenty we can do, but we're kind of missing like some critical things like magic. We only have Deku. I almost said we had no transformations, but that's not the case. Acelayer's about to get Deku now.
It'll be Bomb Chew Bowling instead. Usually a little trickier than Basket Bomb. See how Ace does.
Yeah, although it should be noted that usually the runners will, if they really want to make sure that they can handle things, especially in late tournament, they'll want to make sure they can adapt to other day checks other than the convenient ones, such as day 1 and 3 Deku Playground. Which, on that note,
yeah, great. Oh yeah, Transformation Fairy.
We also can route in a quick cheeky Deku Playground check, which I think KTbean is going to do.
She wants it. She's even putting Deku on a C button.
Yeah, we have been able to do a lot on this first cycle.
Excellent work with the explosive mice from Ace. That's Deku for him. one of the advantages of knowing Bomb Chewed Bowling is that you can use it as time kill for a midnight meeting. Likewise, Town Archery here.
Alright, so KTbean is still going to cheese half of Deku Playground, because it still is the vast majority of the rupees.
Yeah, the fast platforms can be tricky to land on in the heat of the moment. After this, KTbean will probably have around 3 minutes of time to burn. A lot of the obvious options are accounted for: bombers, minigames.
Yeah, I think that's our next big problem, is that our we're starting to get bottlenecked into something that will really blow the seed wide open here. Now that being said,
yeah, Bow and Bombs, Swamp Title Deed, maybe it's a North play.
yeah, that being said, I mean, there is also the entirety of Deku Palace, but I think it seems like KTbean's gonna try and hold that until next cycle.
Yeah, Swamp Title Deed, I think that deciding factor in her decision making tonight on cycle 3. Or cycle 1, night 3.
Yeah, I do think you get this out of the way now, just in case. I mean, if it's good, great. If it's not, you can get it Swamp Deed back for next cycle, or hope that another piece of paper falls out of your lap. If we can get Magic, Smithy would become in play, but only because but we're missing Gold Dust in a wallet, so Smithy would only just be unfrozen. That's it.
Darmani would be in play, though. And the Elder Goron. Well, no, Elder Goron would need Goron.
Darmani would need Song of Healing. Stone
True.
Tower Temple is a Foolish Accept song. Okay.
Right, well.
That to me suggests that A, Gorn Elder has New Wave, and B, Boss Blue Warp is, and B, Boss, well, it could just be Vanilla Oath, too. So yeah, just to clarify, all three of our Foolishes are Foolish except for the song. Twin Islands, Snowhead Temple, and Stone Tower Temple.
Your temple's gone.
So
Just
yeah,
like
Boss Blue Warp can only be like Sonata or Oath under these conditions. For the most part.
Thank you for the raid, you did, Gal.
So yeah, it
hot
seems...
on the trail on the sea.
And you know what's hilarious? We have Deku and Bo, but Sonata's probably going to be really late. Could Boss Blue? Yeah, Boss Blue Orb could be New Wave too.
Yeah, totally could be.
Okay. Alright, so the sale was a piece of heart. And the turn-in is another piece of heart. Thanks, game. Thanks a bunch.
Oh, that's a pity.
Do we have any
Aceslayer
spice yet? Kind of. We've already blown through 2 of our main ICs. We have ICs for Road to Swamp, which was Cafe Mask, which we haven't quite figured out yet. But we know, well, we have it. South Clocktown is 2 IC, and we got a bow on the tower, so that's like immediate 2-star. And then we had a Road to Icona IC, which we can't check either, so... Yeah, this one's a little wonky. Forg.
Well, in the lens cave where there's no water and it's cold.
Okay, yeah, that one doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's blue, like sometimes snow can be, with the right lighting, but...
That frog's not too far from home, though.
Alright,
Aceslayer trying Bullet Hand.
Alright. Oof.
Paper for paper.
And yep, midnight meeting led to Hook. What a bottleneck. Oh, that was potentially a day oneable too. Because
I
you
think it's
get
a reason to get back the deed, actually. But yeah, you can totally day one this.
You just have to make sure you stop for Deku Mask on Honey and Darling before logically doing so. So yeah, what just happened there is Aceslayer did do a owl save to get the paper back.
And it wasn't a sure thing that Midnight Meeting was going to have anything either. Cafe could have been 2-star, or Cafe could have been 2-star for Madame Roma and Bar.
Yeah,
But
it could still be two.
Yeah,
it could still be 2 stars for like Andrew and Cafe. We are still 2 always hints down, but that seems unlikely. To clarify, yes, KTbean does have Cafe Mask, but she is holding on to the first cycle a lot longer, so she is most likely going to get it. She does know about the IC, but she's not going to get it till next cycle.
Yeah, the lack of Hook will not harm her too much. Here down south. But she will have longer to wait on her next cycle to get that Midnight Meeting taken care of.
Ooh, and I think she is interested in this chest.
Was Big Gilded?
Not sure, but either way. That should make it.
Here's Ace.
Or not,
up,
okay.
Well, and Ace still has North to visit.
Yeah, this is something.
Hookshot does open up that Day 3 Soft Clock Town chest and a pillar chest in Road to Icona.
Alright, I'm just triple checking. That Keaton could be something, I think.
It is on the table in Season 6, and
Yeah,
we haven't
'cause
had a full take it out yet.
Road to Swamp doesn't have a Keaton quiz check, right? I didn't think
right.
so. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Milk Road, North Clock Town, Mountain Village.
Right, that sounds right. Yeah, just to clarify, Keaton is not Force Junk in Season 6. You may be thinking about Mystery, where it was Force Junked. Whoops. Accidental caught. Yeet!
Fortunate mistime. That scrub turned at just the right moment.
So, it's really hard to tell, like, who's ahead right now, because KTbean knows about the Midnight Meeting kerfuffle. She's going to get hookshot. Unless it slips, in which case, oh no. But, even after that, there's still a lot of things you can do with your current equipment. You know, there's still cape chests, there's still, there's Clifford now, there's Graveyard Grotto. That's a little awkward, though.
Yeah, Ace did visit it, didn't find anything there. This is progression for KTbean. Wow.
That is Song of Storms. Okay.
Deca Palace wasn't great.
So it's looking pretty good for needing that mirror shield. Although, if any of our Foolish Accept songs turn out to be Song of Healing... Oh, we could be looking at one...
Yeah, still need Zora for that, though.
Yeah, we could still at least check. In fact, KTbean should check before the end of the cycle if it's shuffled, but looks to be electing against that for the time being.
You'll have an opportunity at the Woodfall Owl platform.
And I think Swamp Grotto had nothing. And yeah, Swamp Spider House is already dead, so Aceslayer not bothering to peek.
Yeah, Aceslayer has not been north, KTbean has not been west.
KTbean didn't really find a whole lot in west, though, to be fair.
There was the Picto for Ace, but that was just a piece of heart. Ace has not done Labfish. Did do Zora Cape Grotto, it didn't have anything. Of course, that hook shot prompts a reevaluation of Cape.
Yeah, the Cape chests and Clifford especially are pretty sus right now.
I wasn't looking at Ace's stream right when he visited Road to Icona. But I would figure if the pillar had something, Ace would have been headed there earlier.
Very true. Still no magic. Hook does put Clocktown Central Pillar into play.
Do have the Gilded here, behind the owl. Jarrow.
That might need to be double checked in a hurry here.
Two frogs accessible right now. The frog
I was about to say. Yeah. Bad news, KTbean. That thing ain't popping out. Not at that distance. Rude.
Vicious treatment from the dragonfly here. They're very good at that.
Oh, apparently yes at that distance. Game calling me a liar. Alright, so yeah, she is inverted here, so she is dragging this out as long as possible. Well, this is something else.
Goron.
Ooh, that's pretty big. That gives you... We don't have lens for Elder Goron for Hot Spring Water yet. Where's magic?
We do have Punch Rock in Road to Icona. We've got the Goron Treasure Chest game. And... well, we can get around a little easier and north. I don't think there's anything else locked behind Goron at the moment up north.
Yeah, if I were... I would double check. I would rush Punch Rock real quick before this cycle is out.
Here?
Yeah, that's sensible. Because otherwise you're not coming back here.
The later on you go into Seed, the harder Clocktown gets the route. Ace is the advantage of the hook shot here. It'll take a quicker route around the circle of Woodfall.
Alright, she is, instead of, this makes sense, KT waiting to check the, Canyon IC until after, the Road to Icona IC until after, just in case it's something like paper, or, something you can't turn in night 3. Sensible.
Yeah. Say if it were Captain's Hat, then you could just follow on straight into Graveyard.
Well, not on night 3.
That's true.
That would be a very awkward, try and figure that one out.
Yeah. Very few reasons to get your cycle done, get your songs, see what you can do. Cycle 2. Katie also got time to burn for Midnight Meeting here.
So yeah, what are we still going to be hunting for at this point? An Icona Mask, Light, and Zora. And possibly another song item. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, Magic too.
And Magic, yeah. Well, if I had... Realistically speaking, the road to Icona I see is probably Magic, in which case Shiro would be dead.
We're going to get a Swamp Frog check from Ace here. KTbean done it for first cycle. Will we see an immediate double into a Midnight Meeting setup?
I'd be very surprised if she did not set that up here.
Frog's got a piece of heart. Rupees off the frog.
So nothing on either of those frogs.
She's thinking of treasure chest again.
Possibly. It's in play. Minigames haven't let us down so far.
Oh, we got Keaton Mask somewhere too.
Yes, that was in. Was that in Deku Palace? That was Deku Palace on Bean Daddy Chest.
That's right. A lot of side quest masks have turned up. In fact, we're only missing Postman's Hat, Couples, Mask of Truth, and Bremen.
Yeah, Postman's Hat could lead to, theoretically, the other IC if it's a 1-star item in South Clocktown on the post box. Not going to say no to money.
Yeah, that did gilded on day 3. Highly suspect, though.
Yeah, that probably is the other IC. I'd laugh if that was another bow. Well, it can't be, because one of those bows would have to be 2-star. And let me just double check here. Hook was on Midnight Meeting, right? And Cafe Mask was on Road to Swamp Grotto, so that's not bow locked. So, oh no, wait.
I think it was.
It is
Have
bow
we gotten
locked.
any other projectiles besides bow? I don't think so.
You're absolutely right. It is bow locked. So it's possible it's a 1-star. Well, no, that would be a 0-star bow then. That would make no sense. So yeah, I don't think whatever's on day 3 pillar is a bow.
All right. Well, happy 1 hour, everybody. You're here on ZSR1 watching the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 6 tournament. Aceslayer and KTbean are 2 runners facing off. I'm here in the booth with Captain MD13. I'm Fifth Whammy. We've got Night Owl City and Tomotalk on tracking. Tomotalk is our restreamer. Thank you for joining us. It is a continued tight race.
Indeed, and it looks like KTbean's going to actually pick up the Swamp title deed again here.
If you have to do it now when you're killing time.
Yeah. I believe... Did she set up Midnight Meeting just now?
She did.
Great, okay. So yeah, our runners are going to be effectively caught up by the time KTbean gets to night 1. The only advantage Aceslayer has on KTbean is the Picto Box, but even then, that didn't yield anything at first, and it's not going... There's nothing else we could do with it now. We need Zora Mask to proceed any further with that.
Aceslayer ended up north for the first time. That's Goron, which KTbean didn't have, but no magic, so isn't actually getting any more checks that we haven't already seen.
More than likely, what is going to happen is that he is going to sequence break the hot spring water from Darmani. I don't see why you pass that up, given that Elder Goron is an important song.
Yeah, the catch with the climb method is that, one, you don't have Song of Healing, so you're passing up the ability to actually do Darmani. And two, it takes a fair bit more time than just using the fire arrows. And you already have bow, you already have fires. If you're hoping to see magic sometime soon, you might want to wait for that. We'll see what Ace decides. A song is a song, though.
Yeah, I'm very curious for this song. Like, if this is healing, if Elder Goron is healing, I have questions. You know, Storms wasn't hinted, you know, foolish. So, maybe Pamela Seed for light arrows? Or even Zormask?
KTbean confirming for us that Road to Icona Pillar is just wooden. Is it Punch Rock?
That's looking good. Ah, rush bag, folks, because all the other wallet checks are dead. Either that, or that's a wallet for a blue potion for the well. We'll come back to that later.
Well, it's ambiguous. Shiro still has potential for now. We've had some very tricky ICs. IC1 cafes and now a potential IC1 wallet.
Oh boy.
KTbean's got Bank 1 taken care of. Still has some farming to do to hit Bank 2. That Chateau Romani in East Clocktown. That silver on Tingle. Even that silver in Great Pecos Grotto, which only Ace knows about. We might see some revisiting of those.
Yeah, there is definitely easy money on the field for Bank 2. Oh, we're probably going to see... You know what got deleted from the seed? Probably Pirate's Fortress. We're looking at a late Zora here.
We are.
Pirate's Fortress has been conspicuously absent in a handful of races this year. Like, normally there's, like, always a bottle in PF or something like that, but this time around it's been kind of hit and miss.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a late visit. Which may be for the best if you have required eggs. More time to grab bottles. KTbean still with time to burn for Midnight Meeting is making a West play.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick detour to Biobaba Grotto just for giggles to see what's in there and maybe get a lucky lily pad land. Oh.
Is that
Gibdo.
That Gibdo.
Mm-hmm.
Gibdo and Biobaba Grotto. We'll need Zora for it unless we cap hook shot, hit the hive, and get very lucky.
Well then. That complicates things.
Zora locks Gibdo. Magic still unaccounted for. Light still unaccounted for. Clifford in logic. He's getting a fish here from the pond. I didn't know there was a fish there.
Surprise.
I knew about the bugs in the nearby rock, but not the fish.
Oh, that's light arrows.
Oh. Well, thanks to the hook and the bombs. That's pretty navigatable by our experienced runners here.
Yeah, that's definitely in play. KTbean's gonna see that, but have to bust out due to lack of hook for the time being, but it won't be much longer before she can grab that.
Yeah, she's instead opting to visit Cape Grotto.
That would paint... Actually, no, our ICs are very likely solved at this point, actually. Whoops! I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
Staying above water?
Alright, so the other IC... Oh, this seat is about to get very awkward here. So, we have the wallet IC, right? So either...
Right.
Since we know where Gibdo is, either
Yes.
it is magic and we're in a casino for Zora, or it is Zora and we're in a casino for magic. And who knows what the story is with Captain's Hat.
Well, magic can prevent us from going too far with that Gibdo mask. You could hook up to Icona Canyon and get the Secret Shrine Grotto.
Yeah,
But
magic...
Upper
magic,
Icona and Secret Shrine need magic.
Yeah. Like, I think if you're the runners, you want to see Zora Mask first. Because then magic locks out way more locations.
Bean's got the wallet. She's got 159 rupees in it. Notice she was more than happy to grab that wooden chest. Knows she's got a lot of farming to do.
Oh, we appear to have lost Ace.
Yeah, it's choppy. I've got him frozen in front of the Clocktown House statue.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can return quickly. It means past midnight, can grab midnight meaning any time on the remaining night.
Not like this. Okay.
Ah. Blast
All right.
mask.
That would explain a lot. 1-star blast mask.
Yep, 1 star for ice arrows in the hideout.
Yeah, that checks.
The fish was drinking milk. It did not agree with the fish's digestive system, evidently.
Indeed. Alright, so yeah, we got Ace back just in time to see that Clocktown. Okay, so all of our ICs are solved. Well, kind of. I mean, we know the wallet's... At this point, we're fairly convinced the wallet's going to lead to something.
We're checking out the Zora Cape Ledge chests here. Could be something here. We're running out of places, though.
Yeah, this is probably magic. KT's going to get the chateau in East Clocktown, hopefully. Unless she wants to learn about the bombers.
She already did the bombers, but the bombers forgot that they taught KTbean anything.
Also, how about those last 2 always hints? Still waiting on them.
That's true.
Although at this point, I mean, it's possible.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well, there's a twist.
Yeah, that's a huge twist. We could be looking at seed solved here. If we don't need Captain's Hat, this seed could be over very soon.
Magic on the ledge. At this point, Acelayer's pulled ahead.
Okay.
KTbean's got her hook. Has to figure out how to use it.
What would be even funnier if this Bank 2 did not lead to Zora Mask? If it led to instead Garo and Zora is in Icona.
That would, yeah, the 2-star would be maintained in that case.
Yeah, because it's just the item on Bank that's going to be the one that the deal breaker here.
Yeah, Ace was unable to peek Baba Grotto, went west very early. I'm not even sure he had bought the bombs by that time.
That does put Hot Spring Water into play, so and Fire Arrows for that matter, so Elder Goron is now available. And yeah, as predicted, KT's going to take that chateau, get her Bank 2.
Routes fairly nicely, too, to visit the Midnight Meeting.
Yeah, she just got hook shots, so yeah. KT electing to rush, prioritize the ICs, while Ace electing to prioritize the song.
But now that we have magic, Smithy 1, also a wallet lock check that's available.
Indeed. Because, yeah, on day 3, the Goron Elder's not even in Twin Islands. He's here.
Right, probably the most convenient place for him, all in all.
Indeed.
Lemon.
Oh, that is
Lemon's
so
dead,
awkward.
Oh.
Because there's no way to check that without a keg until day 3.
A highly suspect Bremen on Katie's end. Ace acquires the Oath Order from Elder Goron. That solves the accept song.
Okay, so follow-up trash prediction. Boss Blue Orb is healing, and it leads to Captain's Hat for Sonata.
Hey, it could happen. Magic is on Zora Cape Ledge. Aceslayer using the magic to reverse the road to Snowhead. Or path to Snowhead. That is the official name.
Yeah, no
Not much of
lullaby
a road.
yet. Yeah, no lullaby yet, so we can't get in.
There's an owl here, so time investment not lost. Evie gets her Swamp Frog. 2 pieces of heart total for her visit. Takes advantage of Southern Swamp's lack of transitions to double... I think she's rushing day 3 for that Bremen.
I would be very surprised if she wasn't doing that, given the bank kerfuffle.
That's where her hints are leading her. There's a bait possibility, though, with magic being where it is and smithing 1 being on the table.
Alright, and Ace is grabbing a red potion for Shiro just in case it's not Punch Rock, which is very smart.
That's also true. Wallet could be dead.
I'd be very surprised if Shiro just straight up had Zora Mask at this point. Like, is this wallet to Bremen's Mask really just a bait chain?
It would be awful, but yeah, Ace is being thorough, guarding against it. I mean, this is the best chance you're going to get to do it for the rest of the seed, heading up to Icona for the Owl.
I mean, because this is the kind of trash we want to see in our ICs. One thing leading to, like, 3 items back to back.
Here's KTbean with the Termina National Anthem.
These
Dream
lemons,
that, everybody.
these lemons actually are not necessarily in a bad spot. Actually, it looks like they're clustering even better. Like, look at those 3 in the center. Like, that is like... that's about as good as you could get.
But just
Assuming-
how cooperative are these lemons are, really? We're about to find out.
Oh, if this is a keg, I'm going to laugh because you have to cycle reset.
And on the other side, we have
cows.
Shiro. It's Zora.
Oh, the wallet
Shiro
is bait.
Zora. The wallet is bait. The lemons are bait.
So we could just be looking at seed solved here. Yeah, KT getting the very bad news that it is in fact Shiro. Wow, the fake out from the seed. How about that? I don't call this trash on purpose.
The lemons are sour.
So, and we know where our Economask is. Fairies are not shuffled, though, so who's up for 1 bottle eggs?
Wow.
Because,
Ace
yeah, at
doesn't
this
know the
point...
location of the Gipto.
Oh, yeah. Theoretically, we could skip eggs. But we haven't crossed that bridge yet. So either we skip eggs and need Captain's Hat, or we need Captain's Hat, or we have to go hunting for Captain's Hat but can skip eggs. Wait, I think I just said the same thing twice. Let me try that again. Either we need eggs, and we need to do 1 bottle eggs, and we can skip looking for Captain's Hat, or we have to go looking for Captain's Hat, but we could skip 1 bottle eggs. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, as far as we know, we got storms on Deku Palace. All the other songs we've checked have turned out.
And here's the other
Skull
thing.
Kid had allergy,
And here's the other thing. Bottles were not IC. Bottles never showed up in any of the IC spots. So that also lends credence to the possible theory that eggs might not be important right now.
extra bombs for Aceslayer at Pinnacle Rock. Katie gets her magic. Has had enough of this cycle.
So yeah, it's going to immediately cycle reset. Should immediately go check Shiro there, and that's going to lead her to Zora.
Either that or she's playing for Smithy Day 1.
Well, she now still has to follow up on the Icona IC, because the wallet led to nothing. So she's going to rush Shiro.
I mean, the good news for Bean is she's done Bank 2. She has the freedom to withdraw rupees.
Yeah, that also knocks out Bank 3, too, so you definitely don't have to think about it anymore.
30 for the potion, 100 for Smithy 1.
Also, locking in Scarecrow for Clifford, also a good call. Now, I mentioned that scenario of either Captain's Hat and no eggs, or eggs and no Captain's Hat. Follow-up idea. One of those leads to healing for captains on leading to Sonata. So you need to do both.
Yeah, there's nothing saying that healing can't lock captains. That's the last item we know of on stream that could have an impact on things, progression-wise.
Another small gilded here. Even more milk spilt all over the sea.
Annoying to get milk, because you've got to drink it right back up to put an egg in it.
If there was ever a time for a bottle to be in PF.
Kitty checked Smithy 1, didn't pay out. Is following through with, okay, knows to skip Hot Spring Water Grotto, thanks to the Twin Islands Foolish, but Cake Trial. Another check for Bean.
Yeah, I'm surprised, I'm surprised she is not immediately rushing Shiro here, given the wall kerfuffle.
She's got the red potion, so she's planning for it. And now that she knows Cake Trial is done, she's going to pick up the song. Has to, at the very least, to visit the baby Goron in the shrine to learn about the Elder. Ace poking around in PF has only 1 bottle.
Forg.
Right where it belongs. Though it's probably not happy about sharing the space with skeletal fish.
So interestingly, Ace just dipped out and didn't even bother getting the egg. So I wonder...
Pinnacle Rock as well.
I wonder if Ace is actually debating whether or not eggs are required. Halt! Yeet!
If they choose to follow through with eggs, it's already 4 p.m. on their day 3.
Yeah, like this is going to be a very large time commitment right now. And unfortunately, like we said, despite normal activities, there does not appear to be a bottle in PF yet.
KTbean has her oath. She looking to go up Path to Snowhead.
All right. Fortress Roof is a land title deed. We could turn that in.
Our second piece of paper of the seed. Aceslayer also has the option of taking care of the Iconic King for a song.
Taking care of the what now?
Egos.
Yes. Egos is, well, once he's got a route to the what's it's called, but yes.
Oh, that's right. No, he doesn't. He has no mask. And there's gold dust on day 3. It's a bottle at least.
Yeah, it's a bottle. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too late, although I'm a little concerned considering that gold dust was guarded by bees.
They really wanted that gold. Did they confuse it for honey?
Maybe. Also, there's always a bottle in PF. What did I tell you? If there was ever a time for a bottle to be in PF...
Second bottle in PF.
Okay, I don't call this trash on purpose.
That will help a lot with egg collection.
Oh, that's a pretty good comedy right there.
He's thinking about sewers.
All right, so KTbean's going to get Zora Mask from Shiro. And then also did get Magic, but she knows about Gibdo. She does not know about light arrows. Or did she see lights on Clifford at all?
I do not believe she has been that way. Though Zora will help in that regard.
Yes, it will push her in that direction.
Ace paying a visit to sewers, which has no eggs, but 4 checks.
If this is a third bottle, I swear.
Huh. Couples.
If that leads to a fourth bottle, I swear.
We're only missing Postman's hat and the Mask of Truth. We know Postman's hat is foolish. But we've gotten a lot of the side quest masks today. Even Donjeros has...
Could you imagine
groggy head.
If Boss Blue Warp is healing so that you can get something in an Anduin Cafe, like Pendant of Memories, off of healing Camaro? Can you imagine if that ends up being our Captain's Hat lock for Sonata? Or New Wave?
It would be extraordinary. Not impossible, mind you. Just extraordinary.
Alright, so KTbean is also zipping straight through to Night 3 again. This is for Clocktown Central Pillar. She definitely saw this earlier.
Aceslayer coming back to Zora Cape. Our runner's doing a lot of dips here. Yoshi letting their pain be known.
Mm-hmm. Poor fella.
This is going to be the Gibdo pickup for KTbean. she does like lights.
So yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see what KTbean's choice here is here, because if she gets lights next, I wonder if she just immediately rushes Stone Tower Temple to get the boss Blue Orb song and go from there. Because I think if from observing from my standpoint, if I were in this scenario, that is what I would do, because from my perspective, I'm running 1 bottle eggs right now, and I do not want to burn the time of day on that yet, if I can avoid it.
I think that's an excellent line of play here, Captain. If you see a first dungeon open up at, 1 hour 30 in, it's almost always a good bet to push that.
Now,
Just to get some progress on the board, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, because, yeah, we're 90 minutes in, and neither runner is able to get into a dungeon yet. Although, that is about to change for KTbean. She's going to see Clifford be very, very annoyed. Also, yeah, Ace got a mountain title deed in Pirate's Fortress Interior as well. I didn't notice that. Or was that in Sewers? Point being, it was in Pirate's Fortress. Hello, Keg.
Wow, mountain title deed for a keg.
Well, we're not getting that turned in this cycle.
KTbean saw her lights. Head on over to pick him up. If you aim just right here, you can hook this pillar up farther down the way. This will get you a lot closer to the long jumps here for lights.
Who needs beans? We don't.
That's right. Very happy to learn this trick as a runner. Clean work from KTbean. Lights for her. Evan rewards Ace with a heart container.
So just like that, KTbean is kind of back in this race here, because yeah, Ace is going nowhere near that Gibdo mask right now. Just has no idea that it's there. But then again, there's not a whole lot left he can leave out before then. Actually, yeah, because either way, he still can't get into a dungeon. So that's keeping him away from anything else from more than enough bait. And yeah, as I think we were leading at earlier, yeah, KTbean is going straight for the for Stone Tower Temple. All right, we're gonna get a reset from Aceslayer. This is going to be to turn in the keg for Ranch Cows.
3 checks on the cows. They could have Garrow, they could have something like FD, or even the Great Fairy Sword. We haven't seen a lot of combat, apart from that Razor Sword.
Yeah,
we have to see any upgrades.
Yeah, we have at least Razor Sword. Also, after all of this, will it somehow still be FD before Remains?
Yeah. And
90 minutes
Captain's
FD.
Could be out there. Yeah, Captain's Hat out there somewhere could be relevant.
Yeah. I mean, for all we know, there could be... Garomas could just be on the Ranch Cows, and KTbean didn't actually have as much an advantage as we envisioned.
Ace is following up on a keg on the Mountain Title Deed turn-in.
That of which was found... It was either found in Zora Hall, or it was found in Pirate's Fortress Interior, or Sewer/Interior. What was that?
Could it have been on Lulu Photo?
That's probably where it was. Yeah, that was definitely a round item on Ocean Title Deed. Mountain Title was in Sewers. Yeah, that sounds right. And yeah, KTbean's going to invert here because... Yeah, the seed could possibly be over in her case, which in the case that it is, yeah, you want to time this right.
Right, all she needs now are songs. And she's got to beat on 2 of the songs. She needs 3. The ideal situation in KTbean's mind is Boss Blue Warp and Egos are both dungeon songs, and they lead you to the third dungeon song somehow. Whereas third dungeon song is, yeah, it's going to be either on Eggs or Captains. And we know that Captains is not going to be in Stone Tower Temple. Oh!
Me and my big mouth.
Cows have a Gyro's Mask.
Alright, that is a big bailout break for Aceslayer there. Also a third bomb bag.
Too.
Those were some good cows. A heart container, bomb bag, and Garo. Wow.
Yeah. Now that we've confiscated the ninjutsu materials from the Romani Ranch cows, Aceslayer soars. Go ahead and make an X play. Now with 3 bottles.
Nothing of importance on the castle pillar, it looks like.
Maybe just rolling around the Redead's hair.
Alright, let's see what this song is. Yeah, I think this song is most likely Lullaby. Because with Stone Tower Temple and Great Bay, not Great Bay, Stone Tower and Snowhead both being potentially first clearables, it would make the most sense for this to be Lullaby. The Egg song could also be Lullaby as well, but whatever the other song is, we know Boss Blue Warp locks the last one. Most likely. Well, it's going to lock it one way or another. Because either Boss Blue Warp is just straight up Sonata, or it is like healing to caps to Sonata.
Yeah, so much of this race is going to depend on the song layout now. Our runners have approached it from different angles.
Oh!
KTbean has, yeah, Sonata for KTbean, a non-foolish dungeon.
So New Wave is Boss Blue Warp, okay. So it's either New Wave or healing to New Wave. Okay. I like, by the way, how we got fire and ice as like the first couple of items, and yet Great Bay Temple's gonna be our last dungeon. At the rate we're going.
It could very well be.
Oh, and yeah, this is a way faster dungeon for KTbean to clear. So yeah, doing Woodfall Temple first, very smart choice.
Yeah, it's non-foolish too, so there's a potential for value here. You know, I mean, she'll be searching chests, could find FD, could find sword upgrades, could find bottles. Bottles are probably the thing you're hoping for most.
Yeah, there are still 2 bottles on the table.
Three bottles in hand. Ace only needs 1 trip to Pinnacle Rock. And then 2 trips to PF. Good. Award him Baby Zora's check. Acelayer's already checked PF. He's able to just rush the eggs. I don't think we ever have seen the last 2 Always Hints.
Nope, which means they are in Swamp Spider House, Upper Icona, and where are the other 2 hint stones we've missed? We saw Cape. Spring. Yeah, springtime. Which, that is some lousy hint placement, by the way.
I don't know if we'll be seeing springtime hints today.
Doubt it.
I guess there's nothing stopping Captain's Hat from being in Springtime Mountain Village. Only 2 checks there. Noah Temple and Twin Islands both foolish. Strong indicators against springtime today.
Yeah, that's a tough sell there. I mean, hey,
You
what
know,
if Captain's Hat's
yeah.
on this frog?
Could be. Could be. This frog is in play.
And thankfully,
Great Big Temple.
KTbean did not.
Yeah, Great Bay Temple Frog potentially in play too.
Well, since Boss Blue Orb is likely New Wave, yes. And now we're even assuming Captain's Hat's required. It could just be that you do have to do eggs. In which case, yes, KTbean's going to have to do that. But now the question becomes, is she going to gamble for the bottles and do 1 bottle eggs? And not do 1 bottle eggs, or is she going to get lucky and is she gonna stretch for those extra bottles? Because 1 bottle eggs can absolutely break KTbean's lead right now.
It'll depend on the order in which the eggs are visited in BF, because the gold dust is sitting there on a hookshot chest, and in the guard room has the empty bottle.
And KTbean's already on day 3. But yeah. Oh, that is not something you want to see right now. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. If Snowhead Temple's foolish, then that's not going to matter.
Yeah, the most dangerous check behind that is Foolished out today.
But yeah, chat brings up the point we were saying earlier. There hasn't been anything important that's been bottle locked so far. So bottles were never found in the IC pool either. So there's reason.
Yeah, there was Goron in Woodfall.
Yeah, that was on the where was that on in Woodfall, right? And that was bottle locked. Okay, yeah, Goron was bottle locked.
No, we had Picto too, so not strictly bottle locked.
Oh, what is
bottles were
that?
an option.
Is that the Chateau bottle?
Everybody
Oh no, wait,
wants
no, the
it.
Chateau.
It is a Chateau bottle.
Wow. Okay, now honestly, that's a big break for KTbean. 2 bottle eggs
Sure.
is miles better.
Yeah, if she can drink it too, has infinite magic for the rest of the cycle.
So now, Aceslayer is going to tell us what the song is. If the song is healing on eggs, we open up a bet for Captain's Hat. Because either Captain's Hat is behind... Oh, well, there's extended magic.
Double magic by a bottle of Chateau.
Sonata was on Egos. Yeah, that's magic locked.
So, a fruitful Woodfall Temple for KTbean.
Sniffa.
Maybe not raw progression. That's some excellent utility.
Yeah, that 5th bottle is going to make a huge difference. That'll make eggs a far less painful play. Because, yeah, you go down from 7 trips to only 4.
Yes, and if she does PF4 first, she could cut that down to even 3.
Yeah, because she's going to need another trip whether you like it or not because of the gold dust. Oh, wait, no, this is the 4th bottle we've seen, not the 5th. Oof. Oh, Dawa, please.
He's able to
Baba,
meet it all
please.
with landings. Yeah, with the spin attack, but can't keep the boss stunned. There we
There
are.
we go.
First remains of the seed at 1 hour 43 minutes.
Discount heart container.
Adolfo did show some heart today in this fight.
All right, so is this healing or is this new wave?
New wave.
It is new wave. Okay, so it is a toss-up. It's literally just 50-50. Either Lullaby is on eggs, or we need to go hunting for Captain's Hat. Although, we do... Hold on. Of interest, Captain's Hat cannot be behind New Wave. Because then, if Captain's Hat is locking Lullaby and Snow-White Temple's Foolish except for the song, assuming we've got this right, so...
You're correct, Captain.
So yeah, Captain's Hat cannot be behind New Wave.
That's correct. I believe that. Yeah,
if
completely logical.
Captain's Hat is Lullaby. If Captain's Hat is Lullaby.
And we see KTbean showing keen interest in eggs.
Yeah, this is definitely a gamble on KTbean's part, because if this is Lullaby, that's it, seed solved, you're done. And you've already cleared out a dungeon. And don't even have to do anything else, and you're on day 3.
She is doing the full clear here. Has not visited PF yet.
And it's
healing.
Song of Healing on eggs. All right, let's have that bet for Captain's Hat, please. Now, mental note, again, reminder to the audience, it cannot be behind New Wave Bossa Nova.
That is correct. So, place your bets, everybody. Not a huge amount of possibilities left. Our runners have been reasonably thorough in the early and mid game. So many of our side quest masks have turned up. Kita was peaked. I think it was wooden. Don't quote me on that though.
What was peaked? Kita? Yeah,
yeah.
it was wooden. So yeah.
Or are you doing healing?
So yeah, it's so interesting. Pretty much all of our equipment was big man.
Ah.
Wait, you're telling me it was FD before remains. You could have gone healing before entering a dungeon. You love to see it.
That's some compensation. Easier bosses for Aceslayer.
That is hilarious. Now, for all we know, healing could still lead to Captain's Hat. Healing can still lead to Captain's Hat, but New Wave cannot.
That's right, we have Armani. Pamela is available.
Yeah, this could very well be a Pamela seed for Captain's Hat.
We have Camaro too, and Ace has the time of day for it.
Yeah, right now the one place, if you're KTbean, you do not want Captain's Hat to be locked behind a time-locked check at this stage. Because Captain's Hat on day 1 or another day would force KT to cycle reset, and right now she is banking on lining up this time of day perfectly.
In the event of healing leading to Camaro, she has the option of using the other 2 dungeons as time kill. But it's awkward.
True. Yes.
It's an option she won't need for Camaro. Just a piece of heart.
Yeah, no, this was the land deed here. Yeah, because in KTbean's case, she does still have to full clear anyway, because she is looking for Captain's Hat. And doesn't know the story with eggs.
Once you know the Captain's Hat is required, you do have to cycle.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because the grave is on night 1. Yeah, that checks. So now, yeah, at this point, it's a casino, folks. It just literally comes down to who finds it first, and who goes left, who goes right.
KTbean will also get the gold dust on day 3. So if Smithy 2 has our Captain's Hat, it will slip through her fingers.
Yeah, that is a really bad spot for gold dust because A, it's guarded by bees, and B, it's like all the way back at Pirate's Fortress.
Yeah, Ace potentially could have regrabbed, but tough to finagle that when you've got to carry eggs in the bottles too. Perhaps on your second trip, you could regrab gold dust, but as a runner right now, you're just hoping it's not that.
Yeah, like the Smithy is going to be a last, there's a 99% chance Smithy is a last location here.
Let's see, chat, when land deed, if you cycle with the land deed, it does go away. You would have to regrab it in these settings. And then,
hey Ace, can you check the hint in Upper Icona? We need some new information here. Please? Just give us the hint that Woodfall Great Fairy is Captain's Hat, alright?
Yeah, we had 1 bottle on Aruma in Office, 2 bottles in PFI, 1 bottle in Westside Woodfall Temple.
Because, yeah, that could work, right? Because Great Fairies don't require you to beat the boss. You can turn those in technically before the boss, right?
Formally, yes. Formally, you can.
Technically, it could be on a ferry. But just not ocean since that was hinted dead.
If there's ever a seed where Icona Great Fairy could have captains, we have the conditions for it.
Yeah. And since Zora was behind Hook because it needed magic. So, and Hook was bottle locked because it was we needed Hook to get to wait, hold on. Let me think this through. Yeah.
Others played from Aceslayer, grabbing the bean here.
Yeah, because what did the Madame bottle get us? It got us into Woodfall.
Yeah. Although Pictographic Box could have done the same
yeah,
thing.
that's right, because of Shiro. Shiro was bottle locked, so yeah. Yeah,
Shiro was bottle locked, yeah.
Yeah, so I think Madame Aroma's bottle was actually... Yeah, Fox might be onto something here. Madame Aroma's bottle is probably 2 stars. Oh, come on. That would have been a great time to get a Require Great Fairy.
It is possible to have a Require Great Fairy from a Foolish Temple. The check itself is not there.
Because theoretically, there is nothing stopping you from getting the fairies and then dipping out. We do not have an important item in South Clocktown. We found that on Clocktown Central Pillar. That was Blast Mask, which is 1 star because that can also get you ice arrows on top of regular bombs. So the South
Pamela's nice here.
Yeah. Ooh, here we go. So yeah, the South Clocktown IC has already been dealt with. All right, do we have a Pamela seed for Captain's Hat, for an unhinted Captain's Hat?
Moment of truth.
If this is Mask of Truth, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, that's nowhere near as funny.
Link's heart does grow bigger on witnessing this lovely reunion.
It was said that the hero's heart grew 3 sizes that day. Well, actually, no, it only grows 1, and that's if you have the 4th heart piece.
A triple heart container would be a heck of an item.
Indeed. It's getting close to that time of year again, too.
Yeah.
How is it already the middle of October? Like 3 weeks ago, it felt like the middle of July outside.
I know. I know. The years get faster every year, Captain.
Yeah.
Here's a play for Pohut.
So now, to clarify, so if a location is foolish, like say if a location is foolish but but 1 bottle is 2-star, can the other bottles still be in that foolish? Yeah, they could be, because then the bottles would technically be 0 stars.
I believe that's correct, yes.
So yeah, that is actually possible. There could actually be, like, one of our remaining 2 bottles could be in Stone Tower Temple. Fascinating.
I think we're missing, what, a second empty in the bottle of red potion?
Yep, second empty and red potion. Yeah.
I do think Madame Roma and Bar's bottle actually locks the Zora mask this seed.
Yeah, and that's locked all of our other bottles to this point. Because where was the bottle that KT found? It was in Woodfall Temple. And Sonata was on Egos. Well, actually...
Huh.
Oh!
Pohut pays off. Captain's on Pohut. Betting closes.
Well, now. We had a bet right on the mark from Meggy879. I hope I did not mispronounce that. Congratulations. You hit the nail on the head today.
Aceslayer is en route to a full ZSR tracker.
That does place him in go mode. So yeah, we went from... Ace is now in go mode with no dungeons cleared, just shy of 2 hours. So yeah, so at this point, KT would have to get this, see that it's healing, and then immediately decide after to turn around for Pohut, which she does have the owl statue. It's not that far behind. So theoretically she could make a guess for it, but that's a tough guess to make because we know it's Pohut, but KTbean will have a few other checks, like Mikau is going to be right there, which, to be fair, that would get her FD, which she'll be like, where was that when I needed that 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, Great Bay Temple is open to her and is progression.
That too. Well, Great Bay Temple,
But,
if she's reading the hint logic
Captain's,
right, yeah. If KT's reading the hint logic right, she'll know that that's not Captain's.
That's true. That's true.
More than likely, she would go to Stone Tower Temple, which would also be another incentive to push her to Pohut. At least we get some nice Four Swords adventure music to carry us through PF, though. So yeah, Ace is going to get Lullaby here. This is going to send him into go mode.
Now it's into Egos.
Yeah, so KT is up a dungeon and is now about to get lullabies, not lullaby healing. So let's see how this plays out. Because if KTbean goes straight to Pohut, then she still is going to be in the lead. But her lead is going to evaporate the longer she holds up on Pohut.
Ace has the ability to go mode Woodfall Temple.
Not to mention KTbean has to cycle reset too. Yep, there's the frustration shields. That's okay. I would be in the same mood if I were in that position. And yeah, as suspected, she would immediately go heal Macau. This is gonna be to be fair. This will get her big man. Why does KTB need to reset? So she can't get into Night 1 Grave. Or Night 2 to bomb jump over to Night 1. Even if she were to get Captain's Hat before cycle resetting. So one way or another, she has to reset cycle. But could do that as soon as she gets Captain's Hat, get the song, immediately zip to Night 3, and then do the last 3 dungeons. Kick. I saw that. Yeah, Aceslayer also using Deku Soldier strats here. Except Egos is in a really wonky location.
Yes, Ace is aiming manually instead of Z-targeting. Oh, there's the Z-target.
I think Ace's Z was actually just Z-targeting was just acting up because Egos was in a weird spot. And meanwhile, KTbean saying, "Where was that when I needed it 30 minutes ago?"
Sonata for Ace.
So yeah, somehow, despite 2 hours, it was an all overworld seed and FD before remains. How does that even work?
KTbean uninverting potentially has Camaro on her mind.
Happy 2 hours, folks. This race got crazy. Where is KTB going?
A play for Sewers.
Right. I forgot about
4 checks
Sewers.
there. Some of her best density left. Shrines open to her. 5 checks, but a little more in terms of item requirements.
Yeah, this is not looking good for KTbean's lead here. I think as soon as Aceslayer gets done with Stone Tower Temple and KTbean has not found Captain's Hat, I think even earlier than that, I think KTbean will have lost the lead here.
Yeah, Ace is doing pure progression, lining up Stone Tower.
Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, Sewers makes a lot of sense because it is the more dense play. Otherwise, yeah, Icona does make sense, but not right when you're right next to Sewers. So
Yeah, Sewers will cause a cycle after turning in the Mountain Title Deed for the keg. Now, both runners did eggs tonight, and it turned out to be unnecessary.
yeah, and again, I'm very curious to know. Actually, yeah, bottles were never. But there was Manorama's bottle was 2 stars at this point. I think we could safely agree to that, unless the spoiler log tells us otherwise, which I'd be very shocked if it did. But bottles were never in the IC pool. And that's pretty rare.
Maybe it's possible to get Woodfell Temple's bottle without Zora.
Sonata was magic locked. It was not Zora locked. Fire wasn't Zora locked. Light wasn't Zora locked. It's possible? Well, Ice was bomb locked. That wasn't Zora locked either. Garo was... Where was Garo again? Ranch Cows. That was behind Keg, which was Zora locked. So, yeah, no. You can't get Sonata without... you can't get Zora Mask without Sonata, whether... you can't get Sonata without Zora Mask, whether you like it or not.
That's correct. Yeah, Madame Aroma bottle, 2 stars. The other bottles likely foolish in the spoiler log. Not that any of the hints really pointed there anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the bottles in PF did come in clutch, for sure, because it did make both runners' lives a lot easier. Because it was looking like one bottle eggs for a while there. This Igor is absolutely trolling Aceslayer right now. There we go. And it looks like KTbean's going to full clear GBT. Or at least maybe open GBT. He's at least going to take the good Lulu photo.
Yep. Paul, at the very least, offers several checks. Particularly with that Mountain Title dude in hand. Pohut. Captains on Pohut. Ace did Pohut before Egos turned out to have been the right play. Good work on Gomez here for Aceslayer. Yeah, at this point, I would say Ace has a definitive lead.
Yeah, yeah, let me try that again. It is his race to lose at this point, unfortunately, yeah. But especially after that keg turning, KTbean's probably going to check that first before Pohut, because 3 checks sounds better than 1 in almost all cases.
Indeed. Indeed. So Pohut is not doable once you clear STT, so there is some interest in taking care of that in Pamela before taking your trip upward. But all 4 dungeons go modable.
Well, yeah, it's actually pretty rare we get an all-overworld seed in Season 6. At least it's felt like it.
Yeah, the partial stray fairies have helped out with the dungeon density. One of my favorite parts of Season 6, all in all.
Yeah, but today we got 2 foolish dungeons.
And the third could have been hinted as well.
Yeah, GBT could have potentially been foolish except song. Would have been funny. Which we've had that happen before. Like, I think we've had... Was that in a mystery setting seed? Where all 4 temples were hinted important in some way? I'm trying to remember what it was.
Mystery can have 4 wafts sometimes.
Yeah,
So,
like I think it was
maybe
3
that was
There was like 2 temples Wath and the other 2 Foolish except the song.
Oh, okay, that could happen in any sort of setting.
I think it was a mystery race though. I'm just trying to remember what exactly it was. It was a very weird scenario.
And
And
Ace
again,
opting for arrows here, even with FD in hand. Neat decision, paying off well for him.
He's nailing these snipes. Yeah, Aceslayer getting him. Actually, the big break for Aceslayer was getting Keg, and that leading to Garo Mask. Because otherwise, he would have had to guess Biobaba Grotto, which didn't exactly have a lot of incentive or any fingers pointing in that direction.
KTbean declining pods in favor of Inverted Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah, in her mind, this makes sense, because again, it's Captain's Hat only can't be behind New Wave, that's about it. So it can be anywhere in Stone Tower Temple here in this scenario. Because the only thing that's locking is Lullaby. Or no, that the only thing that's locking is Lullaby. And Snowhead Temple. So as long as there's nothing... Basically everything between there and New Wave is just not... There's not much here that is in that list. Okay.
Yes, if KTbean goes ahead and completes Stone Tower Temple here, she will lose access to Pohut and Pamela for the remainder of the cycle, which isn't that big of a deal. She has to cycle anyway.
So anyway, I know exactly how KT feels after picking that up. Yeah, no, that I would feel that way after something like this. You know, and it's really interesting because this race kind of flipped a couple of times, right? You know, KT certainly seemed like she was ahead after getting after kind of routing in Hook and Hook, Zora, and Gibdo, but then Ace got bailed out, and then fell into Captain's Hat faster, and then even before that, I'm gonna refresh my comm page because my comm feed's going all over the place here. Even before that, both runners kind of got like Deku roughly the same time. Goron wasn't too far from each other. I mean, KTbean was also a little late to light arrows, which made it seem like things were looking better for Ace for a bit, but then she put that together.
Yeah. I think it's a seed in 3 acts. You know, early on, Ace was ran a quick cycle 1, was first to that hook shot behind Midnight Meeting, and then you know KTbean catches up in the mid game, and it comes out to a choice of song order. Do you do Woodfall Temple? Do you do Eggs? And Ace came out ahead on those decisions. I mean, both did Eggs, but Ace was able to avoid a full clear of Woodfall Temple, which was a big help for rooting out the final item for Go on Pohut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Go Mode Woodfall Temple is lightning fast. Snowhead too, for that matter. So yeah, Aceslayer will be done in like probably a little over 20 minutes. Cause yeah, maybe a little less actually, because it's only 2 dungeons now.
Yeah, GBT will be the big time commitment. Snowhead, not too long ago. Already has the Snowhead Owl as well, so that helps. So the path for Aceslayer, assuming it closes this out, which it is looking likely, is set all the way until lower bracket round 7. The real reliable up next, and then Alf after that, and then Odo next one slotted in, and then it's losers finals.
Oh man, this has already been frankly a fairly great race. Wait until we get to the rest of these.
Indeed, both runners have raced cleanly and thoughtfully. Execution has been good. Nothing to be ashamed of. Not in the slightest.
No Deku Princess to the moon today.
KTbean opting for FD.
Gets a couple of really good hits here on one of the twin molds.
It's turned around a bit by the Z targeting, but he's right back at it.
And Ace just has to make it up this slightly wonky curve.
It's an intimidating bridge even to experienced runners, but Ace is undeterred. It's foolish Snowhead Temple now. Twin mold from Bean. Her second dungeon.
Yeah, not too bad. That was a fairly clean twin mold. Had a little bit of bullying, but could have been a lot worse.
She will be able to check Chimera after this, and then likely cycle. She's got a bunch of reasons to do so, with Keg and Pohut and Pamela waiting for her.
Yep, there's going to be that cycle. Or not.
Yeah, remember.
Or not, apparently.
Camaro? It is midnight for Camaro. Tough to get that back. We know this is a piece of heart.
So if I were Ace, I would probably start cycling now, though GBT takes about enough time to go from start of night to mid-final hours.
Usually if you double at or near the start of GBT, you will get the midnight by the time you get out.
Fair. Yeah, GBT is a long dungeon even in go mode.
But if you wait until after the Goron Water Wheel and then execute very well, you might have to wait a bit. So if you had enough practice, you might want to double maybe at the very beginning. I think both runners here could qualify for that kind of speed. Yeah, it's a seed that had pretty much everything. My tracker's about full on my end. Our ZSR tracker's going to be full for Aceslayer. It'll be full for KTbean too. If I don't know if she'll finish out before time is called, but she'd get there if she were to continue. We had a bait wallet. We had a required cafes.
Yeah, definitely, certainly a spicy seed. Spice was there, just definitely one of the weirder ways this one could wind down. Because yeah, again, a full overworld seed, somehow still FD before remains.
It's just rolling under goat here.
I don't know what that was expected to do. Oh, Couples Master straight up had double defense.
Huh, resetting on the arrow kill here.
Yeah, he did get shocked earlier.
Another boss for which Ace takes the traditional route over the FD route. Succeeds, goat is down. And we are not going to see those springtime hints as predicted.
Bummer, because we are missing that last always hint.
I'm pretty sure that was a heart container on goat. Vanilla.
Oh.
Ace happy with their 8 hearts.
Yeah, 8 hearts. 8 hearts, even just FD is enough at this point. You could probably have even 5 or 6 hearts and still be okay. And I think Ace has... No, Ace doesn't have any safety heals left. Didn't get a fairy. Could get a fairy. But is definitely not getting a fairy.
Confident in 8 hearts, and that's a good amount with FD.
It is, yeah. 8's plenty.
Here for KTbean, some bombs, and a heart container. And a very confused Kuko. Cows and animals and turtles, plenty of wildlife here on ZSR in the closing moments of this MMR Season 6 race.
I was going to ask at first, when is the next Zelda game going to give us a Song of the Cuckoos? But then I realized we have Bremen Mask.
And we had it played on stream too. It was bait, unfortunately.
Yes, there was a wallet in Icy Road to Canyon, which looked good for a bit. Because for Bremen's on Bank 2, but it ended up being bait, and the IC was Shiro for a straight up Zora.
Ace opted to hop onto the water wheel as Human Link. I haven't seen that before. It didn't work as expected, and Ace is taking the backup plan of just turning the valve. And we're even going to get a second Pamela.
This also should push KTbean to Poe Hut.
KTbean has the rupees for Poe Hut.
And even then, if she was a bit short, she could just use Song of Healing.
That would reduce the price from 30 to 10. Has its uses. This late in the seed, we're usually not thinking about money routing that much.
Not really.
Ace is the right time of day for GBT. Taking the hookshot target routes to the valve here. Finally, KTbean closes in on Pohat and her captain's hat. We'll have time of day to get the song.
Yeah, unfortunately, she is going to discover this too late.
KTbean's trying to do here is to let the pose land a hit, and then as they recoil back, go ahead and Z-target them quickly and jump slash them. It's important to wait to Z-target them, because if you Z-target them too early, they will vanish, and you'll have to bounce them off your shield a bit to get them to show up again. Still works, but a bit slower. Both runners had light arrows on hand to get some extra damage on the last of the little women here.
Accurate. Oh wait, sorry, we don't have KT's audio up anymore.
Trouble is, first Yoshi cries out for the good items, too.
Yeah, even still. But yeah, KT's gonna get Lullaby and then probably just about enter the next dungeon right as Ace is about to head to the moon.
I'd say that's about right. Yes, KTbean has marked go on her tracker. Both runners have solved the seat tonight, one faster than the other. And that is a small victory in itself. It was an overworld heavy seed with some tricky ICs today.
Minor seesaw tumble there. Followed by a... Oh, that was rude. Followed by a choo-choo slam.
Ace staying human the whole way, lands it. Taking a long jump for this. Second seesaw lands it.
But yeah, I think as far as like things I'd like to know where they are in the spoilers, I think the only thing I'm curious about are the last 2 bottles, which would have been the second empty and the red potion. Other than that, there's really not much else out there that really is that curious to me.
The bottles might have been something of a detriment to the seed, because you don't want to do eggs.
They kind of were, yeah. Because if you were in KTbean's case, like, you were either going to be... It was either 50-50, you were in go mode. So, you know, do you take that chance? And that's a really tough choice to make.
Yeah, both runners both did eggs, and both sold the seed anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's the devil you know, or the check you don't know. That's the dilemma posed in the late game here. Ace is opting for FD here. There. Targeting's finicky, but Ace lands it. It's just Majora now.
Alright, time of day is good for Aceslayer. Could do with some magic, but we'll get a refill in the boss arena. Now, if only picking up this bow would give us another bow.
It might refill arrows? I don't remember.
Good question.
But I don't think Ace plans on needing arrows.
Who needs arrows when you have a big man?
Point and click to the finish. Is one textbook for Ace. And phase 2 gives it the ghost very easily. Happy to stay in front and see target range.
Yep, Ace having no issues with Majora.
GG.
That is going to do it. Aceslayer takes this race with an official race time GG time of 2:32. Anytime now, bot. 53. 2:32.53.
And KTbean around 10 to 12 minutes behind. Aceslayer will move on. See if any of our runners would like to interview.
Alright, Aceslayer unfortunately has said it's too late for him, so he will decline. It looks like KTbean's going to keep going for now.
KTbean also opting for the arrow kill, just like Ace.
Alright, so the remaining 2 bottles were on... Seeing as the race is basically over at this point, the remaining 2 bottles were on Healing Darmani and Smithy 2. So one bottle was locked by Song of Healing, which was bottle locked anyway, and the other was locked by the bottle of Gold Dust, which was also bottle locked.
Wow.
So yeah, those are both definitely 0-star bottles. No way. So yeah, bottles. Madame Aroma bottle was 2 stars today. So thank you, Tomal Talk, for enlightening to us that in chat.
Yep, I presume Blast Mask in South Clocktown was the 1 star. We never did see Moonstare. Never really needed to see it.
And it looks like KTbean has decided after the goat fight that she has now DNF'd and she will not be finishing. We have extended the invite for an interview. Let's see if she will join us. That also appears to be a no. It's also late for KT. So yeah, no interviews from our runners tonight. But again, a fantastic race by our 2 runners tonight, Aceslayer and KTbean. Again, fantastic show, great race, fairly interesting seed.
Yeah, a lot of puzzling about in the overworld. But it was untangled aptly by both our runners. Aceslayer did well to bring this in at 2:32, and we'll move on to face the real reliable 5th seed versus the 8th seed. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players left in lower brackets. Well, 8. Spec is in lower bracket too. And yeah, we will continue bringing you as much as we can when there's a schedule.
Sorry, that took me a second to catch that Spec is in lower brackets, because Spec's the number 1 seed. So yeah, Spec is... Oh, wow. Oh yeah, Spec versus Boo, that would have been a real tough race. That could have gone to either. Yeah, that'll be it. This is just all uphill from here, folks. It just gets better.
Indeed. So many great runners left. Some real exciting racing ahead to close out the season. And look forward to bringing as much of it as we can live here on stream. But yeah, I think that's all for me, Cap. It was a pleasure in the booth with you. And I'll see you all around.
Sounds like it's me then. Thanks everyone for coming out. Thanks everyone for running, comments for commenting, trackers for tracking, and we'll see you all next time. Off to the otters we go.